Namaskar everyone. Student, in our previous lecture, we have completed our chapter number 16 in notebook. We did the question and answer. Today we are going to start our worksheet. So before starting our worksheet, we need to revise this chapter again. This will help us to do our worksheet properly. Okay, so what did you learn in this chapter? Our chapter 16 is about our fundamental rights and duties. So what is the meaning of fundamental rights? What is the meaning of fundamental rights? Yes, it is. These are those rights which are very essential for us. Without these rights, we cannot live a good life. For our complete development, we need these fundamental rights. Okay, and what are duties? Duties are some responsibility towards our country. Okay, duties are our some responsibilities towards our country. Okay, I told you that our rights and duties are hand in hand. In a one hand we have a right, and in a second hand we have a duties. Okay, so if we want some rights, we have to do some duties towards our country. Okay, so in this chapter you learned that the India got independence on 15th August 1947. Okay, and after then our constitution was written by the Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. And what is the meaning of constitution? Constitution is a set of law. See, it is also here. In a quick review, the constitution is a set of laws, okay, in which all the rules and regulations are written, okay, according to our country governed. And you learned that after independence, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first President of India. And you learned that Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, BR means Bhim Rao Ambedkar, was the chairman of drafting committees. Drafting committees means a committee, a group of people who work for make the structure of the constitutions. Okay, and the Indian citizens enjoy 6 fundamental rights. After completion of our constitution provided us 6 fundamental rights. Okay, and right to freedom allows freedom in 6 areas. We have 6 fundamental rights, which are, you need to say after me, which are our fundamental rights. Yes, first is right to equality. Our first fundamental right is right to equality. Say after me, right to equality. Second is right to freedom. Third is right to freedom of religion. Fourth is cultural and educational rights. Fifth is right against exploitation. Sixth is right to constitutional remedies. Okay, and our constitutions also give us some fundamental duties. There are some fundamental duties which all citizens must follow, which is, say again after me, we must respect our constitution. Second is, we must respect our national flag and the national anthem. Third is, we must protect our country in case of some external danger. Fourth is, we must practice non-violence. Fifth is, we must protect our environment. Sixth is, we must take care of public properties. Okay, and also in this chapter you learned that the constitutions also give some guidelines for the government to follow, which are known as the directive principle of the state policies. So which are the directive principles of the state policies? These are, first is, the government should ban smoking and drinking, because both the things are bad habits and they cause many diseases also. Okay, and second is, the government should give work to all. This is the responsibility of a state government, that he is responsible to provide work for all the people. Now third is, education should be made compulsory and free up to the age of 14 years. Okay, our government schools provided these facilities. Okay, and the government should protect the rights of the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and the backward classes. Okay, and fifth is proper living conditions should be provided to the people of the country. Okay, so now we completed the revision of this chapter. Now we will do the worksheet. Okay, so here chapter 16, our fundamental rights and duties, day 1, exercise 1. Okay, fill in the blanks. So first is Des was elected as the first president of India. So what did you revised that Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the first president of India. President is the head person of India. As you know, our country became democratic republic after independence, and democratic means a country where government is elected by the people, and republic means that the head of the state is also elected. Okay, so Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the first president of India. Now, second is Des was our first prime minister. Des was our first prime minister. What did you learn in this chapter? That after independence, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became our first prime minister. So, fill here Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I have no enough space here, so I wrote here. You can also wrote here. Now, third is the dash is a set laws according to which our country is. See, do the correction here, beta. It's our OUR. Okay, it's our country is governed. So it is the constitution. The constitution is a set of laws. Write also here of. Okay, I will give you the correction in the image. Okay, also write here set of, write here of laws according to our country, OUR. Okay, our country is governed. Okay, now here is fourth, DES means that government is elected by people, democratic. I explained you that democratic means that government is elected by people. A country where government is elected by people is known as the democratic country. Okay, now we have a exercise 2, write true and false. First is the president of India is the head of state. So it is true. The president of India is the head of state. He is the first person of our country. I told you he is like as a king. But which king? Who does not rule generation wise. He just rule for elected 5 years. Okay, he rules for only elected 5 years. Now the second is the constitution was adopted on 26th January 1947. See here 26th January is right, but 1947 is wrong. Here should be 1950. So this statement is false. Our constitution was adopted on 26 January 1950, but here is written that 1947. It was the year when our country got independent. So this statement is also false. Okay, now we have third statement. The High Court protects our constitutions. So this is true or right? True or false? No, this statement is also false because the Supreme Court protects our constitution. I told you we have a Supreme Court in our country. We have one Supreme Court which is situated in the New Delhi. Okay, the work of Supreme Court is to protect our constitution. Constitution is a superpower of our country. It is the super law. Constitution is our super law or power of our country, and Supreme Court has to protect it. Okay, now so this statement is false because here is written High Court. So this is wrong. Here should be Supreme Court. Okay, now we have unscramble words. Okay, so see here unscramble word, exercise 3, unscramble word. So first unscramble letter will make the democratic. Democratic means that the government is elected by peoples. Okay. Now the second unscramble letter will make weapons. Okay. Weapons means a thing which can use in the violent movement. Okay. Now third unscramble letters will make the assemble. Okay. And the the fourth unscramble letter will make constitutions. Constitution is a set of laws according which our country is governed. Okay. Now day 2, we have a day 2. Now we will do the day 2 exercise 1, fill in the blanks. Okay. So here is first. Des was the chairman of the drafting committee. Des was the chairman of drafting committee. You learned that the drafting committee wrote the constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as its chairman. So what should become here? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairman of the drafting committee, whose work was to prepare the structure of constitution, that how should be our constitution. Okay. So Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, you can write here. See, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar means Bhim Rao Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committee. Okay. And drafting committee completed its work about 3 years. I told you that our constitution completed in about 3 years, but actual days was the 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. Okay. Now second is Des allows freedom in 6 areas. Des allows freedom in 6 areas. Right to freedom. We have a right. Okay, our constitution provided us right to freedom. Okay, and right to freedom gives us freedom in 6 areas. Which are those areas? Freedom of speech and expression. Second is right to assemble peacefully without weapons. Third is right to travel throughout India. And fourth is right to choose any occupation. And fifth is right to form unions. And sixth is right to work in any part of India. Okay. So fill here right to freedom. In second we will fill here right to freedom. Now the third statement is des of state policies are the guidelines for the government. So it is directive principle of state policies. See, directive principles of state policies are the guidelines for the government. Okay. And now the next is fourth is constitution is a set of law. Constitution is a set of laws. Okay. Now we have a question bank. First exercise, fill in the blanks. Okay, it is fill in the blanks. Right here, fill in the blanks. Now next is the drafting committee completed. First statement is, the first fill up is the drafting committee completed writing the constitution in about 3 years. Okay, in about 3 years. Now second is the right to equality is our fundamental right. The right to equality is our fundamental right. Okay, it's come in our fundamental rights, so we will put here fundamental, fill here fundamental rights. Now the third is India is a democratic republic. Okay, India is a democratic republic. India is a democratic also, and it is also a republic. It means here government is also elected by the people and head of the country is also elected. Okay, now fourth is directive principles are guidelines for the governments. Our constitutions gives some guidelines for the government to follow. Okay, and those guidelines are known as directive principles of state policies. Now here is exercise 2, write true or false. So people have the right to live in any part of India. Yes, this statement is true. We have a right to live in any part of India. Okay, and it's come in right to freedom. And begging is not permitted in our country. Yes, this is also true. Begging is not permitted in our country. Okay, begging is not allowed. You learned that is not allowed. So same meaning is here. Begging is not permitted in our country. So this statement is also true. And the third is right to freedom allows freedom in 5 areas. No, we have freedom in 6 areas. Right to freedom allows freedom in 6 areas. Which are 6? See again. Freedom, listen again. Freedom of speech and expression first. Second is right to assemble peacefully without weapons. Third is right to travel throughout India. Fourth is right to choose any occupation. Fifth is right to form unions. Sixth is right to work in any part of India. So this statement is also false. It means this statement is false because it's saying that the right to freedom allows freedom in 5 areas. So this statement is false. Okay. So student, our work in worksheet is completed. We have completed chapter 16 in worksheet, and we also completed our term 2 syllabus. Okay, so from next video we will start our revision. Okay everyone, you have to complete your worksheet in your homework. Okay, and you need to read all the fundamental rights and freedom. Okay, because this chapter will also come in your higher standard. Okay, when you will go in 8th, 9th and 10th, this chapter will also come. It will helpful to you, and as a human being you should aware about your fundamental rights and fundamental rights and duties. So you need to read and learn all the fundamental rights and duties which are given in this textbook. Okay students, so now take care everyone. Goodbye.